Today we are talking about money. So yesterday I did a video on JobKeeper and its impact on the economy and my beliefs around that. And today I thought, well, what good is it for you, Clint, to go out and tell all these people about doom and gloom, all 104 of my subscribers, and then not give them any ideas on what they can possibly do about it. So today I'm going to talk about money, invoicing, billing, collections, everything to do with taking money if you are running a business where you invoice and then expect payment at some point immediately afterwards or within 30 days from end of month. This is a massive one for people in my industry, and the trade industry is renowned for 7-day invoices and pay, 30-day invoices, and builders paying 30 days from end of month. And if you don't get your invoices in by a certain time, and the sun and the moon like dance with each other, and it's just ridiculous. Now, I run a 30-day end of month business for our supply businesses for both WaterPro and Railways, and then Lawn Hub, being a direct-to-consumer brand, is pay on order and then it gets shipped. We at WaterPro, before I owned Railways, implemented a 10% settlement discount for our trade clients for payment up front, and a 5% settlement discount for a payment within terms for all of the clients that we have with a signed trade account. So they actually signed up with us, and that includes that's for people that have signed a 30-day account, but also people that are set up in our system as a COD. I didn't want to punish the good people or the good payment people and reward the bad payment people, kind of thing. Now, what I'm getting at and why I'm telling you that is that in your business, you control how your debt recovery and your debt cycle works. You don't need to give people 30 days end of month. You don't need to give 7-day from invoice. It's up to you what you do. Now, I've seen so many tradespeople that complete a job and then they issue an invoice, and on the invoice it says due 7 days net or due on 7 days. That's not a thing anymore. It's not 1980. 7 days was there so that someone could post you a check. The check could go to the bank. The bank could take 3 days to work out if the check's legitimate and cash the check. You can have payments on the spot now. You can carry FPOS machines in your cars. Tradies, if you're not doing that, you are crazy. You need to get a Square, or you get an actual portable FPOS machine. Put it in your vehicle so that when you finish a job, the conversation isn't like, oh, where should I send the invoice to? And, is this, can I email it to you? Can you just, get around to it when you can? The conversation is, I've finished the job. Would you like to pay with MasterCard or Visa? And when you ask a question that with those two answers, they're going to say, I'll pay with Visa, because no one else is doing it. And what that does is it puts money in your bank. Now, when you're running a larger business, I guess not a larger business, when you're running a business that runs 30-day accounts, and the clients are coming in and they're buying little things all month, and then they add it up and they do a total month, the best thing you can do, or the few things that you can do to make sure that you get paid on time, is to motivate and incentivize these people to pay you on time. Now, there's a few ways that we do that. One, we make it very, very clear that if you don't pay your account on time, that you won't be able to use your account within 5 business days or 5 days of the account going past due. Now, that's all set up automatically in our software, and it just rolls out. It's not designed as a witch hunt, and it's not designed to embarrass the client. It's designed to start a conversation with the client and say, you haven't paid your account. What are your intentions around this? A lot of times it's because they're just busy. It's nothing to do with them not having the money, but it can be embarrassing if that conversation isn't handled well by your staff internally. 2, clearly communicate with people what your expectations are. Clearly. We expect to be paid on time. We expect to be paid within 7 days. Here's a contract. If you're a person that's working on site, you can hand your contract out at the start and say, this is what we will do. These are the things we will do for you, and this is what we expect in return. Please sign here. Then there is no confusion. I've talked about this in videos before. A misalignment of, the client's going to be upset if there's a lack of communication around things, and your ideas of how things are going to work are misaligned, and there'll be problems. 3, become really, really friendly with the people that pay bills. People like people, and people are going to do the things for people that they like. So if you can become friendly with the people that are paying the bills, and one of the ways we do that is we regularly phone these people and let them know what's going on. Make sure that when they call you for copies of invoices, that you are available and you do it quickly. At Christmas time, it does not hurt to send them a card. If you can't give them a gift, obviously there's a lot of councils and government people that we deal with that we can't send them stuff because it's, the whole, corruption thing. So send them a note, a handwritten note saying thank you for all that you do. I really appreciate what you've done for us this year. We look forward to seeing you next year. Merry Christmas. All that jazz. These are really, really simple ways for you to get their money in your bank. Probably final thing, make your business so necessary to their business that they wouldn't even think twice about paying you first. They're gonna, like, everyone has an amount of money that they're gonna pay at the end of the month. I've been through this. I've struggled through the early days of not being able to pay my bills. We chose to pay the suppliers that we needed, not wanted, that we needed to be part of our business. They're the suppliers that supply you with the most parts that you use. They're the suppliers that give you the most leads. They're the suppliers that give you the best support. And they're also the suppliers that have the tightest guidelines. Like, I remember dealing with a company really early, and if you the minute at midnight that it went past that you hadn't paid your account, you're on stop credit. Now, every time we needed to start a month order, which was every month, it would be, hey guys, it's X from Y, just ringing to let you know your account's overdue, and we would find money because we need the stock. So I think if you can start to kind of almost like hold the money that you are owed proudly, the money that you are owed proudly, and ask for it. Like, it's your money. There's nothing wrong with going to someone at the end of a job and going, hi, I'd like to be paid now. Or not even I'd like to be paid. How are you going to pay for this? I've got an FPOS machine, or you can pay me with cash. And if they say direct debit, you really need to be like, okay, cool, so we'll expect to see that tomorrow. I know businesses that have got discounts for people that's direct debit goes forward. You don't want to punish people for not paying you on time, because that creates bad relationships, but you do want to reward people for paying you on time if you can, and that can be a simple thank you. It doesn't have to be financial. So obviously if it gets past all that point, it's time to go to a debt collector. Now, we deal with a debt collector, is it Mercantile Collection, MCPA? I'm pretty sure. Wade's going to kill me for that. He's a local business in South Australia. They've got a gun dude working there that collects money. What they will need from you, if you have money that needs to be collected, is a really solid expectations and contract. So if they've signed an account form with you, it needs to have everything in it. The more that they've got, the easier it is for them to chase. And then I'd go one of two ways. I'll either send it to collection, and there'll be a gentle phone calls, payment arrangement, blah, blah, blah. If the person's being good with us, we're good with them. If we see that it's going to be a problem, and the laws have recently just changed to go back to the old way, you can actually serve them with a bankruptcy notice or an intent to wind them up. It costs a decent amount of money, $6 or $7 grand in legal fees. Anyone that's worth their salt will understand how serious that is, and when you send one of them across their bow, generally they'll find the money, because otherwise you're going to be winding their company up. So I don't like doing that, but like I said, it's your money. When you're owed money, you need to chase the money. Now, this might sound very aggressive and very vicious. Anyone that's owed us money, and I've seen this is something that I learned in my previous employment, my last job, that if someone owes you money and they're communicating with you well, you work with them. We do. The whole process of going through debt collection is really horrible. It often means that the person's going to have to pay you more money, and it often results in a payment arrangement anyway. So if you can work out that kind of payment arrangement internally with the customer, and they stick to it, and they're openly communicating with you, we've had heaps of occasions where it's happened, and we're still friendly with those customers, and they still buy from us. So hopefully that's helped you. Hopefully you can bring in the money. Sorry the video has gone for 9 minutes now, and I've probably stolen half of your lunch break. Thank you for tuning in. If you've got any questions about this or anything else, please feel free to stick it in the comments below. I'm more than happy to receive DMs on Instagram and Facebook. My email is getget@clint.com.au. So if you wanted to ask me something specific around this, I'm happy to take that email. If you find that you don't want to put it in a public forum, if you like the video, a thumbs up would be much appreciated. Until tomorrow, have a wonderful day. If you're in Adelaide, it is a cracker. See you soon.